I call my mum on the phone, but whenever I try and talk about the past, she says, "You need to leave that behind." But she doesn't tell me where. Maybe that's the problem. If she gave me a map, a destination, somewhere that was worthy of deeper navigation, then I'd know where to dump my suitcase of trauma on a conveyor belt to never be seen again. But everywhere I try and put them down, it just feels like they come back with a sign that says return to sender. And I'm trying to tell her I think that's her without having to offend her. But she's always offended anyway, so why bother, right? I start to wonder what exactly I meant to leave in the past, because it's hard to know without starting to unpack. But whenever I pull the zip or swap the combination, I'm warned it's just the path to devastation. Or maybe she thinks it's devastation because she doesn't like the truth. But hey, she knows it all already, doesn't she? We were both here. It all happened under this roof. I'm pulling out all the things that I packed away, a purple tall dress and every reason why. It's summer and my grandparents used sending me home as a threat, and it's only as an adult I realise how fucked up that is, that my threat, my punishment for misbehaving is being sent home. Because I'd rather behave, I'd rather stop screaming, I'd even rather be alone. And everyone knows. Nobody says it, but everyone knows. The social worker comes to the door, but she's a year or two too early. She doesn't see what's really there. She arrives and she leaves in the same 30 minutes. She checks out the house, and there I stand at 5 years old, behind my mum's legs, quiet as a mouse. I don't know what's coming. I barely know where I've been. And a year before, I was the kid who pissed her pants every day at school. And 2 years from that moment, I'll be a kid they don't know at all. And in all this time, nobody ever asks me what the hell is going on. So the years, they keep on rolling, they never seem done. Mum says, "You don't remember things the way they actually happened." And I don't know if she's right, because I just remember my pain. I just remember being disappointed, let down, abandoned again and again and again. It's a swimming costume summer, and I sit on my street with my dad, who's emotionally inept, and I'm begging him to take me away to live with him. I'm begging for a chance at another life. He looks me in the eye and he tells me, "Your mum would be too upset." And I realise I'm second priority to a woman who's not even his wife. So I take out my bags and my knotted hair and I walk back inside, and from that point onwards I forget why I tried. I never ask him to take me away. I never beg to be saved. On Sunday nights when he's walking away as a weekend dad, I just stand and wave. It's 2008 and dad says, "You should really eat more," and buys me 5 hamburgers every Friday night. He refills my drink on the hour even when we're in different rooms. He thinks I'm too skinny and he might even be right. But when I get home on Sunday, then Mum says, "What have you ate?" and gets pretty worked up because she slaps on a warning, "You're going to get fat eating like that." And I don't know what to say because I'm 13 years old and still fit in kids' clothes when I buy pyjamas they're for children in primary school. But every weekend dad feeds me fast food. I eat past the point of eating. I start to learn to binge, and every weekday I spend my school lunch money on milkshake alone and get served the same meal each week at home. And if I complain, I get told to just eat, because if I don't, then I'll get served the meal on repeat. And I have a lot of foods I don't really like, a lot of weird food phobias that aren't very nice. So sometimes when nobody's looking, then I take the food off of my plate and shove it into the bottom of my shoes, because a sliver of mashed potato is nicer than what else I have to lose. Mum says, "You've always been a cold person. There's something wrong with you. I don't think you know how to love." But I know she's wrong. It's not that I never loved anyone. I just spent my entire life confusing being disconnected from her with being strong. It's not just an outfit, a piece of material or cloth. This suitcase is bursting open because it's my entire life from start to end. all the broken pieces that I've been trying to mend, and all the sordid memories of crashing, screeching nights, all the broken ornaments and all the stupid fights. It's hands around my neck when I'm shouting out to stop. It's every single time that I felt my stomach drop. It's every broken promise and every prayer I spoke, but none of it ever managed to fix what was broke. I call my mum on the phone, and I'm not trying to blame her. I'm not trying to tell her that I hate her anymore. I'm trying to say I unpack the bags on my own. I'm trying to say, here are the reasons I'll never come home. I'm trying to tell her I thought I hated you, but you just hurt me so bad that every time we talk I can't help but be mad. Mum says, thanks for ruining my day. And I want to scream, what about mine? What about my life? But instead, I leave the bags on the doorstep like a fucked up family shrine and say goodbye one last time.